Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Sean Cecil, and today we're going to talk about taking your side hustle and then getting it to the point where it can actually replace your job. And I'm going to share with you guys the one key that is absolutely necessary to make that happen. So, a lot of people have things that they do on the side that they either think they could earn money for, where they're like, hey, I could start charging for this, or they're even making a little bit of money doing it. But, it's certainly not enough to replace their full-time income. And a lot of people hope, hey, what if I could do what I love? What if I could do this thing that I do on the side that I would be doing for free, get paid, and not have to work anymore? And it's a wonderful dream. But for most people, that's all it is this a dream? Most people never actually make that happen. So what's the difference between the people who sit there and they're daydreaming all the time and maybe they, get $100 here, maybe they do it for free for a couple of people, and the people who actually go quit their jobs, make a change, and build a career around something that they love? What is that key? Well, so there's one thing that the people who go and make this decision, who make this change do, and that is they quit their job, right? So many people, they think that what they do is they're going to get their side hustle up to the point where it's making as much money as their job, and then they're going to quit, right? But that's completely backwards. The people who succeed, they quit their job first so that they have to get their side hustle up to that point. And there are a couple reasons why that is. One is if you're spending all your time and all your energy at work, you're not going to be able to put the time and energy into getting your quote unquote side hustle, getting your passion to be a full-time income, right? It's just not going to happen, because what happens is that's the equivalent of working two jobs, which most people can't work 80 hours a week. But even if you could, you're working that 80 hours a week, and then your passion is getting the worst 80 hours. It's getting the back 80 hours. It's getting the lowest 80 hours. It's not getting the highest energy 80 hours, the highest energy 40 hours. It's getting the lowest 40 hours. It's getting the back 40 hours. So it's not getting the highest energy 40 hours because you're going into your job first and you're doing that afterwards when you're already tired. So then what happens is your passion is getting the worst 40 hours, right, instead of the best 40 hours. Moreover, and I'm just going to be honest with you, right? If you want to build something new and build something around yourself and around a passion, that requires a lot more time and energy in the beginning to get it off the ground. It's just, that's the case. There's a launch velocity. And so if people don't quit their jobs and they try to do it on the side, they're going to struggle to get to that launch velocity, right? They're just not going to be able, they're not going to have the time and energy, because what it's really going to require is 60 hours of the best hours that you have for at least a couple months, right? And so if you're giving 40 of the worst hours you have and 40 hours to the job, it's just not going to work out. It's just not going to work out. Now, is that saying it never happens? No, but the odds are definitely against you. The second factor, aside from just the time and energy component, is learning. So if you're not putting in as much time to building your passion, then you're not learning fast enough to become the expert, not just in actually providing the service or product that you provide, but also in how to market it, how to sell it, how to build the business around it. And that requires you to be in the trenches, and it requires you to be in the trenches constantly, right? Because if you're not in the trenches, then you don't really know what's going on, right? You have some ideas, you're like, oh, this would be great, but you don't really know what makes people buy and what makes them not buy. You don't know exactly where all of your ideal clients are in order to get you to the income where it can actually replace your job. Until you go live and you're really out there doing it full time, you don't really know, right? And then the third reason, right, is that you don't have, when you're in a job and you have a passion on the side, you can afford not to make the hard call. You can afford to not put in the effort. You can afford to not do what's necessary to get your passion to be full time, because you've got that job to fall back on. It's your out, it's your escape hatch. And the sad truth is that most people will take an escape hatch. They will take the easy option, right? But if you quit and you burn the boats, you don't have that choice anymore. You have to figure it out, come hell or high water, right? And so by doing that, you force yourself to get resourceful. You force yourself to put in the effort. You force yourself to make the hard call. And then that's what allows you, when you do that and you put all that into it, then you get something out of it. And then that's how your passion becomes full time. And then finally, the fourth reason why you've got to go full time if you really want to get your passion to be a livable income and to be ideally a really great income, right? You can easily make $100,000, $200,000 a year doing what you love. That's not hard at all, right? If you actually, go full time, put everything into it. But the fourth reason, and this is a big one, especially if you're looking to be making 6 figures a year doing what you love, is if you don't take yourself seriously enough and you're not confident enough in yourself doing what you love, why should your clients pay you a premium? Why should they take you seriously? Why should they be confident in you if you're not confident in yourself? If you don't shift your identity, then they're going to see you as an amateur. If you go full time, then you can charge a premium because you are coming across as a professional, because that's who you are. So everybody, I hope you enjoyed this today. If you guys want to learn more about how to get out of a burnout job, build something based around your passion, there's a lot more detail on that. Here, I'll give you guys a link for a free presentation. It's www.oculusinstitute.com/workshop, right? Just go to that link. That's www.oculusinstitute.com/workshop. And there's a free presentation for y'all to check out. It goes into a great amount of detail about getting clear on what you want to do, on how to plan out the bridges, because, I get, obviously you don't want to burn the boats without a plan. You want to plan out how exactly you're going to make this passion happen intelligently. If you're going to be quitting and you're going to be going full time, you want to do it in a smart way. You want to minimize risk. So how to do all that bridging and all that kind of stuff. And also how to deal with a lot of the internal blocks and, all the things that hold people back. So all of that's in the workshop. Go check it out. At the end of that workshop, there's actually a link where you can actually book a call with me personally. So if you're interested in doing that, then I look forward to speaking to you. I wish all of you a wonderful day, and I will see you all in a couple days.